I'm working on social distancing our soccer and lacrosse broadcast. Our press box is tiny, and so we need to cut down from like 7 or 8 people in the press box to 2. And so I've moved the director out, and that's now in my office, and we'll be bringing in a feed via NDI with some bird dogs. And I wanted to figure out a way I could possibly do something with announcers. We may or may not use them, but I started with vMix call, and that worked, except for I could have foldback where the director could talk to talent, but not talk back. So they couldn't talk. The talent can't talk to the director. So I tried something else, and now I'm using NDI. And so I'm sending an NDI feed from vMix so let's just assume this laptop and the mixer and the sports pod and the headset, that would be somewhere else in another room. And so I've got studio monitor on that, ingesting the feed from vMix with the audio from channel A, not the master audio, channel A. So I can dictate what audio goes to this setup. And so from here, then the audio goes into my sports pod. But going back the other way, I've got into the sports pod, I've got my mic and my talkback channels going into this mixer right here. And what I've done is on the mic channel, I've faded it all the way to the left. And on the talkback channel, I faded it all the way to the right. And then via USB into this computer, I'm using NDI scan converter. And with NDI scan converter, you can select webcam audio, and I've got this selected. So on vMix, I can then bring in that audio only NDI channel, and I can get the audio that way. So if I turn my mic on and test 1 2, test 1 2, you can see my levels bouncing there. And so I can turn that off, and I can hit talkback, test 1 2. Oh, I guess I've got to hold the talkback down. Test. So now you can hear in the talkback, it's coming out of these speakers right there. And the way that I have that configured is in vMix. This is my NDI audio only source. If I come into channel mixer, I have the left channel, or channel 1, going into master left and right. So it's basically making that a mono channel, which it already is. And then the channel 2, which is the right channel, going into bus B, left and right. And then these speakers right there are powered by bus B. Now I also have this little audio interface configured, goes into vMix, and the only thing that it does is go to channel A. And so I can turn that mic on, unmute that, and now when I talk here, you can see while I'm pounding there, I'm getting levels there. So I can talk back to my I can have foldback where the director could talk to the talent, and I can have talk back where the talent can talk to the director, all just using NDI and some creative audio routing in vMix. So super neat, I think.